I have gone to places aho kuza kushaba kugira uti I want to go for short call tugenda uko yambira bakakuha kafuka akafuka
urukushomesa casual
interaction and teaching. So if you don't see me, I will pick one of the schools where they will host me.
Hopefully it's not Bweranyangi.
Even Bweranyangi, I have had a chat with the head teacher this morning. I will go any school on a voluntary basis. I teach, leave and go.
Webari munonga kutwegitaho aha Touch Media Africa program ekibozi omutebe kanisa ndi Edson Kinene a program ekibozi nikiriza manze nkwanjure abamamita Technical Institute abantu bakwegesa amashomo g'ebyemikono n'ikigenderwa cyo kujya ngutumare w'ikizibu ekizingire ensi obundi nihango kukira ecyo kushira emirimo omwanya gwo kwetandikiraho emirimo mwenu batayayire oyege ebyemikono okubazira okubija okaneka ebyamashanyaraze okuvuga nebinde bikugwa omukiti ekyo oyetandikira emirimo niwohereza abandi emirimo konka nturwanisa ibura ry'emirimo batayira abamamita Technical Institute abantu bashangwa mu ruti ganira na administration na principal ebikwate nebishare nebija kuganya niwe mu bitereze kurungi aha Touch Media program ekibozi niza kwizisa ngo kibozi tukatandika taito kibozi basically kutunga embozi okwere kuona no kwere kwija yona nikigenderwa cyo kujya ngo tuwegese omuntu omushija no wateganda omukano ka mugenzi we ahabo kubo kwa buri yomwe no kushemerwa kwa buri yomwe nagira mugisha mahango munongera izoba natayayisa munywani wanje munonga akire karingwa kutumazire kandi aguma namboraho narebeka nabura narebeka mwene nizo nashemerwa okumutayayisa dekantanjurize nari aho kwa numusha mukuru nankira nimwekinisa atoyanjure kandi atugambire wenowa cyenyine cyari nakushemerwa
wowe munonga wo mwami Kinene amazina niraka Ngabirano Emmy Resident District Commissioner Bushenyi ubwa hato wamara
esha
izobo mu office
izobo tereka hwiri
izobo ryahwiri yaka since morning up to now
nakushemerwa
minya nakira kubashanga na munywani wanje Stewart and the entire media fraternity
webari munonga kire kakagenda
yes nabwe emirimo etare imwe tambura Kagadi Toma Kiga Kanungu Apache Masindi and now back to Bushenyi.
My first question, it's a funny one. Kunkanye ndoji garuke munko kweri kuyoba warajwire tie
occasionally
necktie
ninjware tie necktie tindi zonkazira abantu banje
achetai
necktie naka kagufa kako ako kurenza muzika botai biteje tie gitekerezo nzine but I'm a field person so I rarely want to ninjware occasionally nani nzo mukanso zabe z'abakuru
because you think akoreba gojwire tie emyaka yone itwamara and you always have a cotinunji
the tie nzine konka I rarely put them on because I'm a field person tie nezabakama bo kusiba mu office
niwe kanoboro mu office so on that day when you're not to the field
I rarely
ubu agitwa kazarache
unagitwa kajwara neta ninjwara once in a while naza mukoro asane njya kubanjira kitabi sindikagwa but I rarely it makes me uncomfortable akanyenda ngunguluke nza boda ndibe farmer nze kurebutoche karuya ndibe chikoko so I want to be free.
For the time we've been together ugira statements za wizuwabirokora tinkumanya yaba ukizine for example mwena nko kumuryaha ninkunda kutaya isabashije bakazi kame mbarekire such a statements ukizina buko kireka kaba karingwa
hazo zero tinka hindukaga it's the same person
no chinge bihimba on perspective eri
hati ni tukahinduramo kangira ibihimba ibi byamusingiriro konka tukahinduramo twazo mukurisa twazo mu market gardening nambwe no masingiro kumenya emisiri we are there
kachai ka coffee ukokira kunywa ka chaya inaho
omwazyo
ka kirabu
ati kandi kagera kimwe wa black tea
Completely.
nkachendeza ngakunda bitu for health reasons nkachendeza niganukira mukake n'into mukake tamukacha kachayi.
Okay. Okukira kuburya board nyingi na hato kizibaho.
Yes, Chabugasha High School. I'm still a board member. Kandi ya TASO Board of Trustees as board vice chairperson. My term of office ended. Ezi
Zamaramizo.
Ezi za community bina bitari mwe bimwe. Yabikuguze yabataka sakozi. So itu kubasa kuhana ubwenge n'ibiteka. They are voluntary, so who's you go there and give service.
How do you manage those between now the office of the president and the community-based services, if I may call them that?
Office of the president is wide.
In the Omchitecha RDC.
Omchitecha RDC Monday to Friday I will be in Bushenyi. I always want Saturday and Sunday to be my days off. Sunday it is purely for my spiritual. Jine yanje yo kuronda ruhanga n'urugamba na ruhanga no kweherera. So abanyabushenyi bija kukimanyira nantari mu kanisa ninja ko ndi mu kiliziya. One of the days Fridays nikaje zanje ninja kuzo mu muzigiti. Once in a while on one of the Saturdays in Zoom Seventh-day Adventist. So ahinkushanga abantu junior dini yanje.
Omuri echo ninyenda kwijuka kuba kwa appointing first time kuza Kagati
ka deputy RDC in 2014. Yes,
noshat katwaiza ganira ho kacha ina aho
message umwana gwanje. I'm a coffee nursery operator.
Sa home farmers ninganya kajema
farmers just in my compound. Message ija our by radio. I did not expect it. And I took it up. It was my first time to go to Munyoro, to go to Kagadi. Very hard to reach by that time. Ngo tutaka kozwe like now, but we served.
I want us to discuss that journey from the day you were appointed, because okarugombo akansara kunkakureba life uko yatambwire in between aho. How has been your journey?
First and foremost, ubakansara nkaburuga mutesingire kandi batansingire, because I served the people of Nyakajeme. I served the youth of Bukungiri, and we agreed that I should give way to another person.
Other people. And
they took over, and I remained with one thing, publicity secretary NRM. That is what I wanted. Naganda reach you in NRM until when the appointment came. And when it came, we might be appointed by the president. And I said no. I took it up. I served in Kagadi for almost 2.5 years. Came and served here in Mitoma.
Still as the deputy?
Still as deputy. I served in Richiga as acting RDC. I got some special assignment in Kanungu. I was sitting in Chi. And I think I did not disappoint the appointing authority. It was special. I served in Kanungu, sitting in Chi sub-district. And from there, I was elevated and appointed RDC. I served in Apache for 18 months.
1.5 years.
And I have been in Masindi for close to 3 years. That has been my journey, and I'm still serving until when the appointing authority says no.
Okay.
Yes.
Kankugariza ukachenyuma, because bakuza ku appointing, we had had a conversation, me and you, when I was still on radio, and you had that interest of contesting as the chairperson of LOC5 of Rukungiri district
by then.
by then,
Yes.
because the appointment came in when interest had, shown interest.
Yes, I didn't want to disappoint my people. I served as a councillor for 10 years. And there was that calling. People were urging me, come and contest. But when they appointed me, I wrote to the appointing authority. And I could not be released. Yes, it's on record.
That's what I want exactly. Konkana nyenzire tuchiheyo kugira ngo bingi bakateekaho orugambo tukikore straight ngu kuhayure kire kyetengo cyo kwesimbaho kuba chairman w'entebe ya katano hagira bakushikirira bakuha aha sente wagira kuwabika wikiriza appointment iri. How true is that? How factual is it?
It's false. It's false and it's not true. Why do you give me money? That kuruwampiri sente kan iza kwesimba. The appointment of the president came from nowhere and maybe from my active participation. Remember, I was one of the few vocal NRM youth. By that time, after reform, my performance in council, in social services, in health, in education,
and
works. You can go and cross-check with local government of Rukungiri. Nkana yabirugiremu nagire nabire coffee nursery operator and I was earning good money. So who could have given me money? That one is not true. And I supported the
NRM.
The NRM. I supported the then Ambassador Gabriel Kangwaji. I supported Ndugu
the late Bibakama.
No. Comrade Zedichia Katono Karokora.
That was before you
from NASA.
Obukota kore kire kyetengo.
I supported with Bibakama. I essentially have supported Katebire. So I've been there and I've supported them.
Chumukama.
Yes.
So what word would you have for that person who had, owabira yehire yo kujya tembweno Emmy Ngabirano gututwire nawe ikintu tukitire nawe mwene hati yaturugamasha yamheru. When
you are serving local government,
I wrote that disappointment.
It's not disappointment. I'm still serving the people in different capacity. So when you are serving local government, elective position, but they give you appointment even before, I'm still serving the same government because it is one command in chief. It is one NRM manifesto, but in different capacities. Yes.
So you're serving the very people they shouldn't.
I am still serving the same people. Of recent, I have lobbied for extension of electricity. I have lobbied for extension of water in my area, and we are moving. And I'm still active.
Would you go back to politics in case chance called?
Yes, absolutely.
What capacity would it be?
Not the presidency. Not the presidency. But I'm available. I'm available when you take calls. I will join you.
How do you feel now? A little bit ni mangu tichikutana munonga konkai no kuchikutana mukushanga hatu tari in active politics nko kuwa oruburi tukuje.
I am now in the active politics of one man who appointed me, and that is His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and the party, NRM party. I'm now in active politics of the president's office of the president, where I'm overseeing government programs, monitoring government NRM manifesto on health, on education, on PDM. So I'm serving. Even when you become chairman, you will be a political head, still monitoring the same. So I am very active, but playing different roles.
Ekina kiburize ekyo nijukamo butwagenda hamwe actually nyina nushanye nabemvugire dabo kabini
UAK 187C
eje nyine okuwabiroro bwiro bokwa injuka no shot kakikobana bugangari wajwara boots na hati.
I still have the same gumboots in my car.
Izaburi
I still have the same gumboots, the same walking stick. behind the cabin in my car.
Do you miss Rukunjiri sometimes?
Rukunjiri is my home.
I mean politics in Rukunjiri.
No. I am active.
Because hati noza yojire omukanya kajeme obundi no kurebuza okache, but they had the real politics.
The active one.
Do you miss Rukunjiri?
Not necessarily much. I'm there because I'm active in one way or another, but not on a daily basis. Yes.
So
not on a daily basis. I'm still a strange stakeholder in the politics of Rukunjiri and Uganda in general.
Who doesn't take a decision sometimes?
I influence the decisions.
Because
I influence the decisions. Me not going to council does not mean that I don't push my voice to the council. I have close interaction with a members of parliament. If I feel this is what I feel should be an issue, I push it to them. Yes.
And it is taken on.
It is taken on.
Katurugeyo ahokuba nibyinje by'obwiro bwe sometimes I reminisce and I feel like
yes. Those were the days.
Those were the days really.
Yes.
Katurebe
still active in late 30s and
you've moved to these different areas in the capacity of the RDC, Deputy RDC. When you look at these areas, let's compare the areas that you've served and the area that you grew up from. How would you compare the two?
Very different. When you go to Apache, it's not comparable with Rukunjiri. When you go to Masindi, it cannot be compared with Bushenyi. Why? Masindi, I was looking at 56 tribes in one district.
Wow.
I was looking at estates, sugarcane estates, and the factory and workers. Bushenyi is different. The population is different. This is, I don't think there are more than 10 tribes at worst. I'm not saying of the economy, the nature of the economy, the livelihood, the socio-economic transformation is quite different from Apache, from Kanungu, from Ruchiga, those hills, from Masindi, and now in Bushenyi. Yes.
Where is the difference?
The difference is in the transformation. The difference is in the transformation. The difference is in the social development that is there. The difference is in political maturity. In Bushenyi, we are talking of UPC. And he said they have been in UPC, but they are now supporting NRM. We are talking of the war. They suffered for very many years. Urtaro, war after war, the Konye war, the war. They are now in, they are coming back to settle, to leave the camps. So you cannot compare it with Rukunjiri, with Bushenyi, where they did not see the Konye war. So that background is different. I have told you in Masindi we are looking at 56 tribes, which you can't compare with Bushenyi. And those 56 tribes in Ngandata and Namkaga, they have their own way of life. I would go to a place called Nyantonzi in Shangani Bagamba. There are rules, there are rugbar, and therefore I have to either forge Swahili or speak in English, and I get an interpreter. I have gone to places, I want to go for a short call, and which I'm very sure cannot happen in Bushenyi. So the culture, it has really shaped me. The way of life. Apache, I suffered from malaria 3 times in a year. In March, in July, and in December. Because it is highest malaria mosquito-borne area in the whole world. Yes.
In Apache.
In Apache. Because of wetland and unique type of mosquitoes. One time I was sick, Nagambra DHO, I think it was changing on medication. yambuza tugu n'umuntu gwakanga uri kurwara nti no gwakabira ati you still have one more time ati nobure umuntu kumwe kugira ngo immunity yawe bone
kwa degenerate.
So it was normal.
To them.
I would access a patch through Masindi Port. Therefore through the ferry. It was my first time kuvuga motoka miza. I wouldn't think of it. Achitashayi.
Motoka wajita chitashaya.
Niwo yemereraho a crossing. First time I trembled na think kujita baba no wajita. I had my time. We would go there bagira ngo ferry yafu. Washikira none kandi nogaruka nkai. Hatogumiza muruga Masindi Port ukwata kona kamudini ukika maroro uragarra ko kore ugumiza mu uza patch.
How many kilometers? Zilika kilometers zingi tugamba hozo.
From you would add another 200 kilometers.
Mbwenu ukita hurundi rwambara.
That is it, yes. But we went there and served. And up to now we left a record. We fought corruption. It is on record. And we perfected the system.
I'm looking at Ngabirano in a patch.
Yes. I had started speaking the language. Kopango, Kope,
Tiemabe,
Be, Stewart Etikweni, Timaru. And like
Stewart Arikai Arioku.
Binkan Cham. Binkan, come. Binkan Cham, come and we eat. Gweno, chicken. And life goes on.
It goes on.
And we served. And people were very hospitable. They actually did not want me to leave Vakautakwe na Ngonjini.
Bakakundu muhoro ngugu.
Yes. And I was not the first person kukorayo. Zedichia katono karokora kaya akakaya kozireo. Akakora pachi. There is some late gentleman, he died from a syndrome. Zina rianye bakakorayo. Case Mugabe akakorayo. So it is part of Uganda.
Okay. So hatu bakoreta Bushenyi. What plan do you have for Bushenyi?
One, is yakora n'abanya Bushenyi. Bushenyi is implementing government programs like any other district. KB Health, KB Education, Yanguto, PDM. So I'm getting documents. The first thing I want to do is to know what is going on in the district. Nza kudiro chiko na LC3 chairpersons. I'm going to have a meeting with parish chiefs. After that, I tell them what I expect. Then I hit the field. Every sub-county. In the next 3 weeks, I should have visited all the sub-counties. I see what is there. Government Korea jirengo bakora ruguto bakarabye Centum district ekazaha engineer is a road work. Kuba yene bajango bakahereza so many billions under PDM. Abantu bakazitunga kuba bazitungire baha kickback ninga bakana baha million ejo yene yakora enterprise. Can we have an effect? Bakampa million nagure enkoko zire na koreki. Bakampa million nagure impuno bakampa million nazo mumbuzi. So I want to see the impact of PDM. Abana ne bashoma, yes, ninga na bababinga. Our schools there, yes. Our teachers there, yes. Nubosha. Abantu nibatunga ubuhereza mu marwaro. Amarwaro batiga kumara ninga tari ubashaho. So then we see our contribution. Yes. So we are here to add on and support Honorable Jeffar Basajja Baraba and his executive and council in implementation of the NRM manifesto, because that is a government in power. And that is the policy statement of government. You know, when under multi-party, when a party wins, the manifesto of that party turns into a policy. And that is a policy. So when hata movement ichirona Museveni achiro, that is a manifesto, that is a program we have to implement between now and 2026. 2026, we go back on drawing board, and the people of Uganda will decide, given our performance, of which I have no doubt that they will decide on the continuity.
You served across here, Mitoma.
Yes.
Hihi na Bushenyi. Did you have any ideas on the operations of Bushenyi?
Not really.
In relation to, did you
Mitoma is a breakaway of Bushenyi. It is just administrative unit and the political boundaries. I don't expect a lot. Kayina abanyankore, kayina abakiga, ni business, tukatera ndishaka, tukuzo mu radio, tukuyetiza Hunter FM. So so I don't expect a big difference because abantu nubo bamo.
Did you have any ideas on kugira ngo obeno omanyoto Bushenyi n'ubundi ndiyo nizayo ninyijuka hakaba hari yeki kunda hikeyo nicyo ndatandikireho mwene kujya muka research kacha kuwakora aheza kupostinga
ni mangu Bushenyi ni model district and therefore I should start on that level. Ni mangu Bushenyi n'abarisa aba zero grazing aba kuri center nungi abentoke nungi amajani naki which I'm not new in tea enterprise niyo abirkanungu. So I will start from the known and move to the unknown.
You have experience with district councils aboko kakorayo kandi
Yes.
kuzireba.
Yes.
Bushenyi negambwa kuba eriyemo mu districts is in a council ejure councillors bari vocal
And they are in 99.9% with one councillor who is
Honorable Kakama wa FDC,
who is an FDC and he is himself the leader of opposition. And I will engage him because he is a product of NRM anyway.
Shandomo myaka yazarirwe.
Not only Umiak, NRM Nuyati Umar Tpati. That's how FDC came up. So he is a product of NRM.
He's also the secretary for the education.
Absolutely. So I'm going to work with him to promote education, to support his sector, and to promote NRM manifesto until when his party also wins and brings an alternative. But now that the alternative is what is current, I will work with him to promote what is in power.
Yakushaba umushagike kurunda karuru aha tiketi yeye no muweraho because no
umukarura ka
kugira ngo agaruke omusanje kindi
cyo kubanza yamunote voter in Bushenyi
konkana basa kumutera yo ka pokopoko.
Icya kabiri, I cannot do pokopoko of the cancer. My politics stop at pokopoko of service delivery. Amashomero, amarwaro, enguto, PDM, that is my pokopoko. The decision of whether he will be elected or not lies with his constituency. And I have said those are friendly forces. Gusho umuntu umwe nayisaki ayagaruka natagaruka, he is welcome because he perfects the game of democracy. So that one shouldn't be an issue. Does he support government program? Yes. So if he supports government program, his belief in FDC is like a belief in religion. Uyu mukristayo, uyu mukristo, uriya no muchwanga, uriya no abishaka, uriya no musiramu, twena tujya bikiriza.
The hot topic around Bushenyi is rationalization ekitongole cha Uganda Coffee Development Authority. How would you advise them?
First of all, I am not at that level. Mine is at implementation. That question should best be answered by a member of parliament.
Because I have bagira bahinga majani and it's one area you're going to put focus.
Yes.
Through PDM and other,
Numwana
gwenyine. Now they are saying amajani garemerwe gatine kitongore. Omwani guriyo gukora gwene kitongore. Hate kitongore kiri muri yo muciya honka policy ya NRM.
That question you push it back to members of parliament. Because it will a level ya RDC is to implement lawful parliamentary executive resolutions. So whatever they decide, we will wait for the policy and we will implement the policy. So at the moment I cannot authoritatively comment for UCDA issues. Because it's not within my mandate, it is within the mandate of the cabinet and parliament. And you have members of parliament.
Okay.
Yes.
Earlier you talked of 100 days zokubanza muri Bushenyi.
Starting with today.
Today
Yes.
watandika na budget conference.
Next week I will start with the council.
Next week you have
Or this week ending, I'm not sure.
I think they have scheduled it for 12th
Tuesday.
This month.
I will be here. And I will start with schools, both government, private, secondary, tertiary, and universities. Yes. I will visit them, associate myself. I talked with one of the teachers in Masindukumbe Nimbanyi Nogwire. I go in one of the secondary schools. I did economics, and I would interact with senior 6 students on price theory, production, national income, taxation, both either micro or macro. And I would spend my time 2 hours. Nzaisha hina shamukaga mara. Nzumu staff from Yakahunga, then chimana tugumira mu field.
Urukushomesa?
Yes, urukushomesa volunteer.
Casual interaction.
Interaction and teaching.
Okwatachoka.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That
is another population that I want to associate with. And why should I keep my head with everything? I go and share. So if you don't see me, I will pick one of the schools where they will host me. I shared with Valley College, and they have welcomed.
Hopefully it's not Bweranyangi.
Even Bweranyangi, I have had a chat with the head teachers this morning. I will go any school on a voluntary basis. I teach, leave, and go.
That I think that is something that sets a record.
No, it's not a record. I did it in Kagada. I've been doing it in Masinda. I will do it.
But RDC in Banga yabo kuzomu kirasa katandika kushomesa.
But I'm here. Why should I keep knowledge? And I cannot commit myself 24/7 in office because I have no job in office. I'm not cow who is always in system paying, monitoring what. Mine is in the field. So the school will also be a field.
Okay.
Yes. And you will see me.
Leka kwisi abanyoni bitu aba Convent Technology aba nabakuyamba ku designinga website waba no gender bakuyamba kukora application ninga app ya business ninga cyo rukwendera app cyona kandi bakutebekanisiza search engine kugira ngo wabo ine cyo rukuronda yaba na Mozilla yaba na Google yaba ninkahi orakakuronde cyo rukwenda kandi bagaka bakuyambaho omukuregisteringa business yawe nabe kitongore cya Uganda Registration Service Bureau URSB wabonera kwandikise ku registeringa business yawe bakuyamba no gukora marketing ya online oine ibintu byawe nenda kubi marketing online WhatsApp Twitter X n'ibindi nkebyo shikira aba Convent Technology Solutions ahasime ya note mshanjo 80 mshanjo na 8 nkaga ni 330 kandi nabwe Sun Medical Construction Company Limited abantu bakuhera mu kuombeka kutandikira cyarimwe aha kurunda ploti architecture plans kugura byo kuombekesa kutebekanisiza enju yawo munda kugisiba tiles chi finishing byona nibabikorera kurunji munonga bashirire ahasimo ya note mshanju 5 nkaga na mshanju 8 Touch Media Africa ekwiguriyo space wabanenda ku advertisinga tushirire obase ku advertisinga nitwe business yawe nza kuba tugitekaho wabo ino butumo bwo kwenda kuhereza abanya Uganda no basana bo okutukirira aba Touch Media Africa tushange Amazon last floor opposite na post office noja kuba notunga kurunji munonga no studios zitu ziri konkana tuzaguma tushikana abantu tuyonturete obuherezo bwa live streaming oine birthday oine urufu oine Bushenyi no inde kintu cyawe kirebwe nsi yono ino munyabuzarare za London za katanke byo kupaka soko birahati tushikire nzakora live streaming yo mukoro gwawe kandi gutambire kurunji munonga studios nchine munywani wanje munonga because mwegireho byinji tu mazira kile
the journey has been long.
The journey has been long and I've learned a lot from him. By the way, nyine kishani echampire award konka award je kijo mu kasente someone paid me 500,000 ekishani chiwabiro yo no gabo bugari ataso no chishuka
ubugari
ubwabakasa
Center Advisory Committee. Yes, I did that when I was the CAC chairperson.
CAC ni cha
Center Advisory Committee chairperson ubugari wa rukunjire na rugahona za national as TASO Board of Trustees.
Actually twaza ari cyo cyatacho kanchi kubuze kibenge cya muhero Why is it that HIV AIDS is of late increasing? Kusinga omwabire muri active mu bintu bya uri active munonga buchiko bwataso n'ebindi bitongole bikurwanisa akakoko ka sirimu.
Icyo kubanza people live longer, abantu nibatura kandi bakareka no kutina. That's a big problem. Bakareka no kutina, umuntu nateka ati I have medication. Konkaye bwangu it's a long life medication. Ikintu cyo kubanza, icya kabiri the lifestyle. Abantu bakagira kasente, bamwe n'ibinda kasente, no kurra icya kashatu ninko kugamba ngo nabwo nshya abantu bingi batakijuna kandi akayaka hariho revival. So people have taken it as something normal. So we are going back to the presidential directives of ABC, abstinence, being faithful and consistent and correct use of condom, then plus PrEP in case chakubireho, then plus mother to child transmission. Hagira pattern umukashanga yarwara mazara umwana ugwe kure muti yafa umukazi yatunga ubuhereza yazarotine kakoko ka sirimu, of course na treatment, but key is prevention. And that's what we are going to embark on in urban areas, in schools, in institutions, and mushroom trading centers. Bushenyi, we are not doing well. Yes.
Good enough for Bakureta Bushenyi.
And we are going to work with the team, the district HIV/AIDS committee, development partners, okureba ngo twihamu stigma kandi tuhagarika twa sensitizing as this coming generation. Factories ezi z'amajani, hotels, institutions, the HIV is still there and it kills.
Your last message to Zoom take one.
My last message is to appeal to the people of Bushenyi, kutera umuranga abanyabushenyi. Icyo kubanza tukorere hamwe. Icya kabiri itwashikire tagarika hwenyuma, but we should be moving forward. Kandi icya kashatu to support the government programs. Ibyo nyuma tubiye tubitera amabega tugende n'ibyo mwisho. Mwisho ngo spesa katiriro cyesho ngo ibyo no twabira birimo akiriyo n'ebindi biri kwije. So nabiye byo mukama twereza amani atwase tubisingure kugira ngo 2026 twaza kutera karuru. The other percentage y'abantu abakiri active poor umuru Bushenyi bayo bacenderire mu kimwe. Nitubasubuta bamaramo bitwarwa nkari yashatu na manda tukazara 20. I think that is a step. Yes, and it's a process.
Okay. Tuina kashonshire cyo program yetu HBOZ akashonshire cyako no iya mu kimwe cyo rukundo muri bibiri binkomantireho tutandika n'ibyo oburo I am a oburo ekitoki
no ya mu kimwe
umuri bibiri no ukunda kiha kusinga oburo ekitoki
ninkunda karo unfortunately ninkunda karo n'ekitoki ninkunda karo ibinyobwa I don't do beans because of ulcer and I can take G-nuts 24/7 and greens
with any type of
yes
ushira
amatenga chenderisi, so I do porridge.
T-shirt, shirts.
I do shirt, but not fitting. Fitting because they should have one word.
When T-shirt end and never fitting with them.
Not fitting. Bango. Regis. Especially weekend.
Indoor or outdoor?
I do outdoor and agambra mujokushanga nyenda kutandika think manyabi na club ya corporate. I'm going to start a club for corporate. You shouldn't sit in office from morning up to evening. 5 o'clock I should call chief magistrate, I call state attorney, I call prisons. What? You go and pray for 1 hour. That is part of the exercise.
Pray
Play for the football. Because either football, volleyball, basketball, or walking. So,
Winter, summer.
I sleep late because by the time I sleep, I should have finished everything for tomorrow. So I sleep prepared. By the time I sleep, my program for the next day, Nimbangolire, Nudise, everything is set such that when I wake up at 6 to pray, after pray, I go through the email. By 7 I'm out. Namasagare katushomesa kukuru mukasheshe. To an extent that we wake up at 5:30. By 6 we are in class until 9:30 for breakfast, until Bushenyi chikanani tano for lunch, and that would mark the end. Yes.
The rest of the day?
You go for games, you rest, because you have covered the afternoon with the 5:30 to 7 to 8 o'clock. So I'm really, even at office, I hope they will not find a problem, because by 8 I'm already out and in office. So between 8:30 to 10, I should have cleared my desk, finished appointment, then I go to the field.
What are those messages that keep you going? Obugambo bwoko bwine burukutuma utari kupondo ko mirimo yawe nkuko kurume yagira ati atakole tariye, so I have to work because that one motivates him. So what are some of those messages that motivate you?
Echokubanza buto nekorera bukuru. Buto nekorera bukuru. I am 50 years. I have children. I am soon retiring. So I must work, because I will reach at a point when I can't wake up at 5. So I must utilize every available time. Ekyakabiri, there is no shortcut to survival other than work.
Nashemerwa munonga kutayisa RDC wa district ya Bushenyi ahizobiri lyokubanza mu office. I think that's a blessing.
Yes. It's so pleasure meeting you.
I'm looking forward to work with you anytime. Please invite me.
My office is open.
Please. Nkwizusi n'abasani merito omugufu hamwe n'aba Convent Technology. Wewe mnonga kutushikaho.
Thank you very much. May God bless.
Amina.
Thank you.
Wewe mnonga. Nabankozere na Stuart n'umujuna ya camera productions twine Dickens Tarondijo omu programming hamwe na Bruno omu graphics. Wewe mnonga.